Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Last Cloudia video. So today I'm going to be talking about the new auto run feature that was added in a recent update. The main reason why I wanted to make a video covering this is to hopefully help some people out and just make people aware of exactly how this feature works, because this is a very important feature that can build your account up and give you a bunch of gold and materials and stuff, and you can even use it for leveling up your units. So I definitely wanted to make a short video on this just to explain exactly how you can take advantage of this feature the most. So let's start this off first of all with exactly how this auto run feature works. How auto run works is it takes your fastest time, so your best time right here, I have it at 0 seconds, and that is what you should be aiming for. Now I know that newer players and players that don't have that much on their account won't be able to get a 0 second clear time, but it is something that you should be aiming for when you can, because having a 0 second clear time is how you get the maximum amount of clears, and in 12 hours you can get a maximum of 960 clears. So definitely make sure to clear it as fast as you can. And how this works exactly is it takes your best time into consideration. So the actual team that you're using to auto run doesn't matter at all. You can use any unit, you can use any arc that you want, it doesn't matter what you use. So this is going to be a great way to level up any unit that you want and get arc for, and whatever you want to do, you can use anything that you want here. So what you really want to do to get the fastest clear time is look for stages that only have one wave, because they are a lot better to farm, and stages that have multiple waves, they take a lot longer to clear, so you won't be able to get 960 clears on those stages. So definitely look for a stage that has only one wave. And to get the fastest clear times, especially in 0 seconds, you may be wondering how that is even possible. Well, you want to go for a team that's something like this. You want one main damage dealer which has a AoE special, so I'm using Demon Plate Alice for this example because her special targets all enemies. So you want to look for a unit that has a special that can target all enemies, and ideally you want to have Great War of Ruin, because this is the easiest way to get a 0 second clear time. There might be some alternatives, and you can definitely do it quickly with like physical damage and stuff like that, but you want to do it as fast as you can. So time stop effects like specials are going to be your best bet for clearing this in 0 seconds. So let me show you an example of how this works. So this is how I cleared it in 0 seconds. I just instantly use Great War of Ruin, and you could do some debuffs or some stuff if you want very quickly, but you want to do this as fast as you can to try and get fast clear time. So I'm just going to be doing a couple of debuffs here. And I'll do that as well, why not? And then you want to use your special as fast as you can, because you want to try and clear this in under a second if you can, if possible. So use your special. And because I have Great War of Ruin, I'll be able to do this again. So instantly press it again, and she'll do another special, and this should kill all the enemies in this stage, I believe. And there you go, everyone's dead. Yeah, and that should have been a 0 second clear time. If it's not, it's just because I suck on playing on the computer, because I usually play on my phone. But you can see that is how you want to get these 0 second clear times. Now I know not everyone's going to be able to do that, and there are alternatives. See, 0 second clear time on there. There are alternatives, but they're not going to be as good. There is a second way I suppose you might be able to get a 0 second clear time, which is using Soul Spark on a light mage. That might be able to work potentially, but against this stage is a lot more difficult because these enemies do have quite a lot of health, so most newer players won't be able to get a 0 second clear time on this stage, so doing this stage isn't really recommended. And there are a lot easier stages that you can be clearing much faster, which I would recommend instead. If you're auto farming a stage that you've taken a long time to clear, it's just not really recommended to auto farm that stage. It's much better off to farm a stage that's a bit easier, that you can clear a lot faster, I think. So now I've talked over exactly how this auto farm works and how you can get these 0 second clear times. let's have a look at all the 3 stages that I like doing. So first of all, you've got a second attack, which is the one that I just showed. This one isn't the most recommended to do because it's a lot more difficult to get a 0-second clear time. The only reason I have been auto farming it is because it gives you quite a lot of XP for your units, and you can also get skill books from this. It's not the best way to get skill books, but it is some stage that can give you some skill books. So this is the stage I've been farming for skill books just because I've cleared it in 0 seconds, and it's a decent one, mostly for XP. If you need XP, then do that one if you can get 0-second clear time. Now, of course, that isn't the best option. Now, let me show you 2 other options. My favorite one is going to be in Grand Zelia, and is what most players should be trying to do as soon as possible, which is Ancient Temple. Go to this place and Heart of the Temple on hard. This stage is probably my favorite one to auto farm, and is a lot easier to get a 0-second clear time on this one. You've got a bunch of materials in here, you can get some purple crystals and stuff, but this one also gives a decent amount of XP and some gold as well. So this stage is definitely recommended for most players. This stage should probably be your first choice for auto farming, and it's probably what most players are going to be auto farming because it's pretty easy, a lot easier to get a quick clear time in this stage because the enemy is quite weak. So you could try a Soul Spark build to try for a 0-second clear time, or try and get a special in 0 seconds if you can, if there's any unit that you have on your account that can do that, or if you have Great Wolverine, then that would be the easiest solution to get a 0-second clear time. Now, the final stage that I like to do is, if I switch map, I go to Cloudia, there is another stage that has 1 wave, and it's right here at Nagora. It's round 2. This is probably one of my favourite stages to do as well. Round 2 is also another 1 wave stage where you can get red, blue and green crystals from this. So this is a great stage to farm if you can clear it in a fast time, because you can get a lot of these crystals. And I like to farm this, especially if you need a bunch of these crystals, because I've managed to get quite a lot from these now. So if you need these crystals, then definitely try to clear this one as fast as you can. And I would highly recommend to farm this one on auto because it has 1 wave, and because you can get a lot of these crystals. Now, if there's any material that you specifically want, then I highly recommend to have a look at the Gold Mine website and have a look at all of the 1 wave stages and just see if there's any 1 wave stage that has some materials that you're really looking for, because I'm just showing those 3 stages today that I like to farm the most, and there are probably a couple more that you could be farming as well, but I just highly recommend to check the Gold Mine because there are probably going to be some more stages that you can farm as well if you need specific materials or something. So definitely make sure to look at that. So that is pretty much everything that I wanted to cover in this video. It's a very short one, but I wanted to make a video like this just to make everyone aware of the stages that you can farm and how this auto farm feature exactly works, because it does work differently than what people were expecting it to do. Because if you remember what auto farm was like before, you set your team and then it uses that team and it simulates a battle using that team. Well, the new auto run feature doesn't do that. It uses your best clear time, which is a hell of a lot better, and it does allow you to farm the more difficult stages with any team that you want, with any units that you want. So I do like this auto run feature, and you should definitely be using it all the time. So hopefully this video has helped you. If it has, then make sure to like and comment the video, you know that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.